Well, we have a lot of problems still with quality of life. It's an evolving science. Let's be clear about that. When you look at an article, an item list like ERTC's QoL QC30, which is probably one of the 2 or 3 most robust quality of life tools, it has a number of domains within it. You as a patient respond to 30 questions, and different questions add up to a score in each domain, and the domains add up to a total health-related quality of life score. Now, on its own, that's actually meaningless data. It's a number, or a series of numbers, and you need to have a context for that. And ideally, of course, what you need is a set of numbers taken at one moment in time to be comparable with sets of numbers taken at different moments in time on a progression over a continuum, but using the same rigour, the same process, the same scoring methods, the same analytical methods, so that they're truly comparable. So one of the challenges the EORTC has been addressing is how to get a standardised approach to analysis, and that work, the HRQoL project, is now well established and beginning to show some fruit. But similarly, it's still only a number or a set of numbers, and while it tells you some interesting facts about pain or the patient's functionality within day-to-day life, or the overall quality of life score, you still really don't have real context. So where quality of life needs to go is into longitudinal measurement over time on a continuous basis using devices like smartphones or iPads or just the internet even. So that patients can put in data when they want to. So you might not have 30 questions, you might knock it down to 10, because that's what's relevant to the particular study that you're actually doing at this moment. But you allow those patients that are in the study to record their responses to any or all of those 10 questions whenever they want. And you collect their data over a period of weeks or months to tell a story. And when you aggregate the data from 20, 30, 50, 100, 200 patients, the story becomes more complete and more rounded and fuller, and you'll begin to see curves, you'll begin to see trends, you begin to see time of day issues, you begin to see timing after moment of treatment. All these sort of things will come through in a way that the current systems just don't allow. We're going to reach the point, I hope, where we see patient-reported outcomes as co-primary endpoints in clinical trials, so that you look at for example, an overall survival as the core clinical endpoint, and you look at the quality of life, or maybe it's the pain, or maybe it's the patient functionality in life, as the patient-reported outcome endpoint for that clinical trial. And I think once we begin to move in that direction, we will actually start to see trials where the sole endpoint is a patient-reported outcome. And then we've started to change the whole context of drug regulation and the regulation of treatment, we can see it working in new and different ways.